Yo, what's up? What's up? Crypto Troll, we back with another one, man. Can y'all? I just want to make sure the audio good. Make sure audio good, everything working, and we back with another portfolio video. Like I said, I'm gonna try to start scheduling these, man. I'm gonna try to start scheduling these because that's what I don't know why I ain't just scheduled it last week. I don't know why I ain't scheduled for a specific time. But as more people come in, man, my overall narrative on where the market is going, I think we in some of the most bullish times in the crypto space, in my personal opinion. Like, I don't care what price is doing. I don't care what people say, what cycle we in, all of that stuff. I'm not really cycle driven, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not like cycle focused. I'm not price focused. I'm none of these things. Just because when you invest in the future, when you invest in these assets, it's like you investing in the future. Like, blockchain technology is very much so gonna change the world. We know that. We know tokenization is happening right before our eyes. Like, big institutions are building on blockchains already. We see banks now opening up to doing crypto business. This is a whole narrative change, from previous cycles, and now we starting to see some big things, man. So, like I said, this is just me really recording myself and tracking my portfolio, my live portfolio, and we gonna get straight into it. But before we do, man, make sure if y'all ain't already like the live, like this, share it out. I'm finna tweet it out real quick. Appreciate everybody, who tuning in, man. Some real ones, man. We just getting started. And that's why I'm super excited. Even everything what's going on in the macro environments and things like that, I'm still bullish on, the development of the crypto space. So let me see. We live right now. We live, baby. I had to tweet that out. Now let's get straight to it. This traditional 4-year loop is a wrap. Star Fox said this is a whole different cycle. The traditional 4-year loop is a wrap. Yeah, I think so too. And I think, I'm not gonna lie to you, I think we have another run up. I think this next run up gonna be crazy. I know a lot of people, you get your naysayers, you get your people who, man, we finna go in a bear market. We finna see prices go lower than ever before. And that could be possible. But like I said, everything is aligning up to know that this technology is here to stay. Even if the prices do go low, we just buy more. Have some type of way to make money, have liquidity on the sideline, and just buy small amounts. A lot of people try to go all in at once, and that's where you lose in the game, man. So let's get to it. We gonna start off by just checking out the portfolio. So guys, right now we at $401, man. $401, and we just compounding this account. We just compounded. Star Fox, he said, keep up the good content, my brother. Detroit, hey, appreciate that. Real one, appreciate that for sure, Star Fox. Appreciate that. But man, we just compound this account. Like I said, this series is really me just creating this, tracking this live portfolio. I never really, I always put my cryptos in a decentralized wallet, but I did want to use Coinbase because I do have a referral link. So if you ain't signed up for Coinbase already, click the link in the description. But also, I know it's easier for the everyday person to really use a centralized exchange. And, it kind of goes against what cryptos are, and you can have that argument. Yes. And I don't keep all of this is not like, of course, not my entire portfolio, but like I said, this is just me dollar cost averaging over the course of maybe maybe 2 months, I want to say. But we had a $401 last week. We were at what, 369 or 375, somewhere around. I gotta go back and look at the last video. But we at $401, guys. And that's right. I am buying AVAX like crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you, because just like I said earlier, I do believe in the tokenization of assets. And I'm gonna start diversing it. I said that last video too. I'm gonna start diversing it even more. But at the same time, if you have a concentrated bag, I mean, it's no telling, how much the gains can go. And I've been dollar cost averaging into AVAX so much that it's so concentrated right now. But I do want to really kind of get more diverse as far as the cryptos in this portfolio go. But like I said, I'm bullish on AVAX just because of tokenization. BlackRock is building on it. Other institutions are already building on it. And it's I think it's top 5 blockchains when it comes to it's top 5 blockchains when it comes to real world assets on blockchain technology. So that's one of the biggest sectors I believe that will capture a lot of liquidity. A lot of money will go into tokenizing all these different assets. And Spiguous that have any Jewel. Of course, I got Jewel. This is not the actual this is just really a case study, guys. I would say this is a case study of me just showing people that you can buy $20 here, $20 there, $30, $40, whatever the case may be, whatever you can afford at that time. That is what I'm doing with this particular series. So I don't have all my cryptos in this one portfolio. I really never put all my cryptos on any one platform, in my personal opinion. Even if you go back into this playlist, the crypto portfolio playlist, you can see I always started over, just because the first time I started over, I did sell. Like, I think it was back in 2023. But even the AVAX in their portfolio, that was like my first small bag of AVAX, and I just accumulated it. And you see, if you go back into the other videos of my crypto portfolio, you see that I was previously on Robinhood, and I had about 100 or so AVAX on there, but I have since moved it into a DeFi protocol, and I'm kind of starting over. But I will let this be a running portfolio, and I don't get me wrong, I will take profits, I will rebalance it and things like that. But at this moment, I'm just accumulating a lot of AVAX. I'm not gonna lie, but I think by the next time week 3, this is week 2. By next week, I just got tongue tied, y'all. By week 3, we gonna have a third crypto in here. Now, the second crypto that I have in this portfolio is Pudgy Penguins. Now, I'm super bullish on Pudgy Penguins as well. Pudgy Penguins is absolutely a different beast when it comes to meme coins. And I do think it is a place for meme coins in the crypto space. I think meme coins are going to be potentially $1 trillion sector. I think a lot of these, like crypto, like gaming, I think crypto gaming will be $1 trillion sector. NFTs, tokenization, or real world assets, however you want to put that into it. All of these different things, I do think that cryptos, the sector itself, will be a 10 to possibly $100 trillion sector. And call me crazy, but I'm just saying that's what I believe in the future was possible, just because crypto is worldwide. And I do think Pudgy Penguins has a potential to, go past that, $10 billion market cap. Let's see right now. I think what Pudgy Penguins, let me see. Matter of fact, this is what we're gonna do. Boom. So Pudgy Penguins right now is what we had a $784 million market cap. So right now it's below $1 billion market cap, and that's why I think that we can, do a 10x. We can go to a $7 billion market cap from here with Pudgy Penguins. We've seen meme coins hit $70 billion market caps, and I know the market is diluted. I know all these things, but one thing that sets Pudgy Penguins apart from other meme coins is that it has actual intellectual property. So that means they sell things in stores. They sell they have mobile gamings. They have actual like plush toys that sell in Walmart and Target and things like that. They do partnerships with all these different classic platforms and classic companies. They doing a partnership with the National Hockey League. So a lot of things going on for Pudgy Pingles, and that's why it is in or one of the two cryptos in my portfolio, y'all. It's one of the two cryptos in my portfolio. And when we tune in to the portfolio, we can see right now we are up 5% in the Pudgy Penguin position. Now, and all the other cryptos in there don't matter because they cents on a dollar. Like I said in the first video, they are part of, when crypto.com, not crypto.com, when Coinbase was giving away free crypto, you could do like different tasks and stuff like that. They were just giving away. I sold majority of it, but I just left cents in there. And I don't really count those, of course, because they, less than a dollar. I can't do nothing. But Pudgy Pingles, we are up 5% in this position, and we are down 5% in the AVAX position currently. So really love where I'm at right now. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm just really stacking more AVAX because, like I said, I think AVAX is the probably or one of the most undervalued layer one blockchains out right now. If we just being honest, that's what I truly believe, especially at a $14 AVAX right now. The $14 and 60 cent AVAX is super undervalued at this moment in time in the market. So AVAX right now is ranked 20 out of all the cryptocurrencies, and we are down 67% in this past year. So not down too much. But at the same time, we know that if we dollar cost average, we can really break even and get in below a $20 AVAX, because I do think that AVAX has the potential to go to $200, man. Even a 10x from here, which will put us at a $62 billion AVAX, and that will give us 146 coin or AVAX coin. I think that is very much so possible. I think a 10x from here is possible as well. So that's why at this moment at time in the market, I'm really just buying a lot of AVAX. And we can see currently, man, we got 22 AVAX. So the last video, it was about 21 AVAX. So I bought just 1.6 or 1.5, somewhere around there. Slowly, dollar cost averaging is your best friend, especially when you have the ability to stake AVAX in or on Coinbase. So you can stake AVAX on Coinbase right now at this moment in time for 4%. And also, not only that, but you can also, if we go and look at Solana, you can stake Solana on Coinbase for 4% as well. So I'm thinking about adding some Solana to the bag. Really, I already got some Solana in the wallet, but I'm thinking about adding some Solana to, on this particular portfolio, just because you can earn yield on it. And that's one of the greatest things about, the crypto space, and also about buying when the prices are down. Yes, prices are down, but when you buy and you stake it, you can earn a yield. And I know a lot of people say, Tro, you only earn 65 cents on your AVAX, man. But watch, if I'm gonna keep this portfolio compounded and continue to really make videos. And I don't know what week I'm gonna end at. This is only week 2, man. But I don't know what week I'm gonna end at. But one thing about it, I'm gonna continue to compound it. And not, like I said, I will be, rebalancing it, trading out of different cryptos. But at the moment in time, I feel like this is one of the best opportunities in the crypto market as of right now. With AVAX, one of them, and I'm not saying it's the best one, because it's people out here who going crazy. As far as it's people out here who going crazy as far as trading and doing all these things. I'm not a trader. I never wanted to be or trying to be a trader. I'm not saying I'm a market guru. I'm not saying none of that, y'all. I'm just being transparent, showing my portfolio. That's what I'm doing. Let me see. Hold on. Is it showing? Okay, boom. I think it's showing. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing. Uncle Bam. Hey, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that for sure. Real one. Shout out to you. I appreciate that. But yeah, I just want to be transparent, man, and show everybody just how you can slowly dollar cost average with crypto and actually make gains. And I know right now, times might be hard. It's a lot of inflation going on, especially in the United States. I'm not sure where everybody's from, but especially in the United States, prices are going up, and really more so overseas or in other different maybe third world countries. I know a lot of countries are suffering from inflation as well. So when we invest in the crypto space, that gives us a exponential opportunity to really grow. And right now, like I said, my portfolio is at $401, man. $401. Also, man, if this portfolio is on Coinbase. If you haven't signed up already, the link to my referral code is in the description, man. The link to my referral is in the description. So click that link, man. Join Coinbase using my referral. When you trade $20 worth of crypto, you get a free $30, man. So you can, start off with at least $50 in your portfolio, just like bam, just like that. I know you got $20. You use the link, boom, there's another 30. And you put that in the portfolio just like that, man. We building small amounts at a time. It can be $10. It can be $5, whatever you can afford. And this not financial advice either. I don't even want to make it seem like that. This really just motivation to myself, because this is going to be a running series. I want to see how far this portfolio can get. And I'm starting to see a lot of people find it interesting. A lot of people want to see, like, how far a portfolio can get. A lot of crypto people don't really show their portfolio. And I can understand that for, legal reasons, for, protecting themselves. But, I just want to be transparent in this. And if it gets big enough, of course, then we're going to have to do a lot of different things. But this is not even my main portfolio. This is just one, like I said, a growing, running portfolio that we just started a couple months ago. But as far as streaming about it, I want to say a couple months ago. It's maybe, about 2 months ago or a month and a half, one of those. But as far as streaming it, you can go check out week 1. You know what I'm saying? Week 1 was last week. This is week 2. And last week we were at 369. Now, since that, I have added at least one AVAX to the portfolio. Like I said, if you're just tuning in, you can stake your AVAX on Coinbase for 4%. So you can earn 4% staking it on Coinbase, and that's 4% a year, and just let it sit. You know what I'm saying? And just let it compound and slowly dollar cost average. You can also earn 4% on your Solana on Coinbase too. So they make it simple, bro. Like, we know one of these assets gonna go up, bro. Like, one of these assets, Solana, AVAX, I think both of them gonna go up. But if we just, let's say the worst thing happened, like we go into 2026, price is down, Bitcoin is at what people projecting Bitcoin to go to now. I seen people say Bitcoin go to 50 to back down to 30K. Say if that happens and all the altcoins get wrecked, I'm looking at it as a buying opportunity, and I'm trying to make as much money as possible to put into the markets, man. And that's why you also, one of the rules is never risk anything that you can't afford to lose. If you can't afford to lose it, don't risk it. Don't go out. I know if you seen, I'm not sure who here from shorts or whatnot. I know I be trolling with the shorts. I be trying to, bring some entertainment into the crypto space as far as he's and ha-has and laughs. But at the same time, it's a joke. I never really over leveraged myself, especially with this potential portfolio. Now, I have done this in the past. Like, I went chasing waterfalls and I lost money. Actually, I would say back in what we 2023, like I was it was those outliers that was doing what they needed to do, and I wasn't never losing too much money where I was completely where I wiped out as far as my portfolio, but I was dwindling down my portfolio chasing these things, man. And I had to learn, you gotta just buy on the dips and know why you're buying it. Don't go based off of what I say, no other content creator what they saying, man. And you can, build your own thesis based off the knowledge you gain from other people, but don't just go off of just strictly off of what somebody say. You always got to do your own research with anything in life, man. Anything in life, yes, you can take account for what or take in what somebody else say and what they believe, but always have your own beliefs and why you investing in something. And I just said, with AVAX, they are doing or working towards the future with tokenization, and BlackRock is working on tokenization, and they're working on it on or under the AVAX blockchain, or one of the blockchains that they're working on. So this is going on with a lot of different other companies too. And if we just look at some of the stuff that's going on, shout out to COINBASE. Shout out to COINBASE. Oh yeah, if you haven't already, if you ain't signed up with my Coinbase referral, man, click that link, man. Click the Coinbase referral link in the description. Click that link right now. But right now, we seen just the news that came out today. Coinbase, 410 billion PNC Bank partners with Coinbase to offer direct Bitcoin trading for clients. The first bank to market such an offering among major U.S. banks. Now, these things are happening, man. Like, these things are literally happening in front of our eyes. And it's first, of course, is going to be Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is more established. Bitcoin is going to continue to appreciate over time. Bitcoin is the clear-cut winner. Like, if you want to just guarantee, I don't want to say guarantee wins, because people going to take it like, Tro, you gave financial advice. You said Bitcoin was guaranteed, and I bought it, and it went down. Now I don't know what's up with how people think, man, but everybody looking for somebody to blame. But if we just look in the past decade, man, Bitcoin is literally guaranteed. Like, it's just a simple fact. Like, if you would have bought Bitcoin 10 years ago, you would be in profit right now if you held. So given that, Bitcoin is the first mover for these banks because it's the safe move. People like it. People they don't necessarily understand it, but they heard about it. But wait until, we see banks get into altcoins, all these different things, all of the different yields. DeFi is an untapped market with banks. Banks are going to be on a blockchain. Banks are going to work this DeFi situation as well. Mark my words, man. I know, a lot of people in the crypto space, it's so many different hot words, and, and not a lot of these hot words, people stop bringing them up, but things are still being built in the background. DeFi is such an untapped market, and that's why these companies are coming onto blockchain technology to tap into these untapped yields, because retail didn't understand what they had. Retail is I ain't gonna say retail gonna miss out, because the people watching this, shout out to the real ones who tapped in, me, myself, and I, and a couple of other people who really know what's going on and using these products, not just buying the coin. Because, like I said, with this portfolio, this is just me tracking it, but I'm actually using DeFi products. I'm actually getting on these blockchains and just trying it out. Like, I'm not necessarily putting a lot of money or trying to, break the bank, but not being able to know what a liquidity pool is and all of these different things. It's crazy when you can earn yield, and you can actually, once you do get enough money to move, I ain't gonna say move markets, but actually make a lot of money from this passive income. Because, say for instance, in a liquidity pool, if you have, I don't know, $100,000 on a 10,000 or on a 10% liquidity pool, well, after a year, you get $10,000. That's $10,000, and it's a lot of things that go into it. We got impermanent losses and all of these different, factors. But at the end of the day, if you're earning 10% a year on $100,000, you're making that $10,000 by the end of the year, and that's just letting your money work for you. And that's on the kind of on a low end. I mean, that's a safe protocol. You can even go more degenerate and get higher yields. So it's so many opportunities in the crypto space for people to make these yields. And I feel like big institutions are going to come onto the blockchains and start using it. That's just, my theory. Let me know how y'all feel, man. Let me know how y'all feel about that. But that's just my theory on that, man. I think these institutions, these banks, it's happening in front of our eyes, man. They went from calling it scams to offering, Bitcoin trading. Next is going to be building on a blockchain, building their own blockchain to create stable coins or something. Like, they will do it, bro. They will do it, man. Everybody is thinking about stable coins. You know, stable coins is a hot topic right now, man. Man, but something else that really caught my attention, like I said, the banks, they issuing credit against Bitcoin, Citi, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, BNB Mellon. All these big institutions are already getting into it, and they will eventually need a blockchain to, really build on, man. So yeah, it's a super exciting time in the crypto space, even as prices are down. I don't really look at prices, man. I really don't. I really just, you know, dollar cost average. And I ain't gonna say it. Don't let me cap y'all like that. I ain't even gonna cap to y'all like that. I look at prices. I feel some type of way when my portfolio is down. But at the same time, I know this is a long-term trade or long-term investment. It's not even a trade. This is a long-term investment, and I'm not necessarily trying to get rich overnight. I do want to see the portfolio grow just for the simple sake of, content purposes. It makes it look good when the title changes from, 1,000 to 5,000 or 5,000 to 10,000. But at the same time, I appreciate everybody who tuned in when we at $400, because we gonna compound this portfolio, baby. And I think I'm gonna set I don't know what specific date I'm gonna set to go live every day, or every, I don't say every day, but every day, that specific day or that specific week. So maybe like what's today? Usually let me see, maybe what's today? Tuesday. Maybe every Tuesday, and maybe I might go mobile live. You never know. Like, cause sometimes I be out doing different things and on the run and on the go. But I do want to make this continue to go on, man. I appreciate all the real ones for tuning in, y'all. For real, for real. Like I said, we at $401. Last week we was at 369. And this is week 2. Week 2. What it do? What it do? Let me see. But now, man, how y'all feeling tonight though? How everybody feeling? What everybody looking at as far as in their portfolio? Talk to me now. Talk to me. Talk to Trotsky, man. How everybody feeling? While everybody typing that in, man, we gonna check this video out. Shout out to CEO 21 Capital Jack Miller. He's been big on Bitcoin for so long. Dang. So he just, man, they own as much Bitcoin as COINBASE. That hit different. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That hit different. That hits different, man. That hits very much so different. But all these ETLs, man, all these or digital asset treasury companies, all these people are compounding Bitcoin, and a lot of other people are also compounding assets other than Bitcoin, altcoins. We see companies getting heavy into altcoins, man, as far as compounding those things. So many things going on in the market. That's why I'm still bullish. That's why we're gonna keep this this running portfolio going. And we're gonna check out some of these things you can earn on here too. Cause like I said, check out the description, man. Click that link in the description for my crypto.com referral, or not crypto.com. Coinbase referral. Y'all know what I mean. Crypto.com referral gonna be down there too. But sign up crypto .com referral and a Coinbase referral. Link in the description of this video, man. Link in the description. But like I said, once we go into 2026, I think it's so many opportunities that we will see a rise in the market, and I'm super bullish on it. I do think that 2026 we see a I don't even want to say super cycle, but I think we see appreciation in the market. I think that prices will go back up. I do think that Bitcoin goes to $150,000 in 2026. I do think all these things are possible. And it's just crazy how everything is really aligning. And a lot of people, you know, are still bearish for some strange reason when all this bullish news is coming out. And I know a lot of people say, Tro, the markets can go down some more. Yeah, that can possibly happen. That can potentially happen. Is the market still wrecked? Yes, sir, it is. The market is wrecked, you know. It is. But guess what? I'm still buying more. We're gonna still buy more. We're gonna still buy more. I don't care if Bitcoin goes down to 10K. I'm trying to, hey, I'm taking out 401Ks. If Bitcoin go down to 10K, I'm doing trying my hardest to get $10,000. Cause you gotta understand and that'll never, I don't think Bitcoin will ever hit $10,000 ever again. But if it did, man, I'm going all in on Bitcoin. I ain't even looking at altcoins. I'm going if Bitcoin hit 10K, I'm going all in on Bitcoin. No cap. Like it won't be no reason to. You know what I'm saying? 10K, you can scrap up 10K. Like you can, if you really hustling, get into it, if you really, can, find a way, you can get 10K. But nah, I don't think Bitcoin ever go back to 10K ever. But I'm just saying that for example. But I think at the end of the day, all this finna appreciate. We're gonna see a $10 trillion, crypto market cap overall market cap. We're gonna see a $10 trillion crypto market cap in the future. And it's not gonna be easy or hard or nothing. I mean, not say easy or hard or nothing. It's not gonna be easy, but it's gonna happen just because of everything that's going on. Everything that's going on with banks capitulating, getting into the crypto space, big institutions, money managers, all these people. It's a reason they doing this. It's a reason. Don't let them fool you. Now they blow smoke, but when it's set in stone, when it's on blockchain, that's the thing about blockchain is verified. You can verify these things, and it's verified that BlackRock is on the AVAX blockchain. It's verified that JP Morgan is interested in the crypto space. It's verified that Bank of America is getting into crypto. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's too easy of a win, man. Too easy of a win. But yeah, like I said, it's also different things you can do on Coinbase. Now, Coinbase really isn't my favorite, I would say my favorite exchange or anything. I just like Coinbase for one thing. I like the referral. The referral is in the description too, so click that link. But I like Coinbase because it's kind of more clear. I think the user interface is easier to understand, but they don't give you the best opportunities as far as yield. I would say, as far as centralized exchanges, they give you enough though. You know what I'm saying? They give enough for somebody who is what a word I'm looking for. Who is I guess new to the crypto space. They give enough for you to earn some yield. And like I said, it's cool that I'm earning 4% on AVAX. Like, you can't. I ain't gonna lie, you can beat that. You can most definitely beat that because I'm earning about 10% on yield yak on the AVAX blockchain. It's a protocol. You can do a loop and earn 10%. Really, I'm earning more than 10% on different protocols on AVAX. But like I said, it's good for a centralized exchange. I know a lot of people probably was like, Tro, what you talking about right there, man? What are you talking about right there? Man, I know my normal everyday life people, they don't, my in real life friends and stuff, they don't be knowing about, blockchain technology. I get this like talking a whole nother language. Even most majority of people don't. And majority of people won't, but it's gonna be a time when in the future we gonna be on the blockchain and not even realize it. That's one of my other predictions. I'm trying to tell you right now. Cho said it in 2025. He said in the next 10 years, we going to be, on blockchain technology in some type of way. We're going to be just like how, AI started growing faster than crypto. But at one point, crypto was, the fastest growing tech, that was out. And just like, and the only reason AI started growing faster was because it got implemented in all these different things that we already use. You know what I'm saying? So once crypto does the same thing, it's going to get integrated. It's going to be integrated into our everyday lives. It just really, they haven't found, it's so many intricate things that go on in crypto that they haven't found the way to incorporate it. Businesses just start building on it, things like that. So, it's going to take some time, but in the next 10 years, we're going to be in some way using blockchain technology seamless without even knowing it. Now, everybody won't be using DeFi and these protocols and stuff like that. But I do think there's going to be a company that uses a blockchain and they see the potential and they see the use case for it. They're going to use a blockchain and people are going to use whatever that company is making, and they're going to be using blockchain technology. That's how it's going to happen. Just like that. But now, man, like I said, we in a beautiful time and beautiful space in the market right now. We in one of the best times to be living. Cause look, man, U.S. top banks meet with senators to discuss crypto market structure legislation. Hey, it's happening, man. It's literally happening. What the comments saying? Bank stepping the crypto talk shows how this market's become. Asking a bank to fix crypto market structure is like asking a horse breeder to fix a Tesla. Crypto getting invited to the grown-ups table. That's funny. But man, crypto is going retail, man. Crypto is going mainstream, man. Crypto is going to mainstream. Hey, if you're not following me, make sure y'all follow me on X. Tro_crypto right now, man. Follow me on X. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, man. Like I said, this is week 2. It's been a fun night. It's a Tuesday night. I might go live another day this week, man. Just depending on how I'm feeling. I really like going live, interacting, seeing everybody, and showing the portfolio, showing how we're gonna continue to grow this portfolio, and it's gonna be a grind, man. It's gonna be a grind, but we here for a long time, baby. Just like that. And if you haven't already, if you're still tuned in, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on them notifications right now, please. Show the kids some love, man. Show the kids some love. Like I said, I'm doing this to be transparent. That's what I'm doing it for. Like, I just appreciate everybody who, really tune in and just, really mess with the kid too, man. It really means a lot to me just because we came from nothing and we gonna build it brick by brick. This doesn't happen overnight. We understand that, but we also understand crypto gives one of us the best opportunities to see growth in life, man, to build wealth, to get ahead, really to simply beat inflation. Just by saving money, you losing money. If you really saving money, you losing money because inflation is going crazy right now. So that's why we found ways to park our money into something. And, I ain't gonna lie, crypto might not have been the best asset to park it in this. Well, Bitcoin, yes, Bitcoin for sure. Bitcoin was really like the easiest trade, but And this one of the things I like to say too. If you want, I said it earlier, guaranteed Bitcoin. Like this just guaranteed. I grow fighting. What's up, man? How you feeling? How you feeling? What's up? Appreciate you for tuning in. I appreciate that. But yeah, man, it's based on really how you feel. But I ain't gonna lie, I was going so heavy into alts that whole time Bitcoin was about to go on a run. You know what I'm saying? I was going so heavy into alts. And don't get me wrong, some alts did go crazy. Some outliers, they did do what they needed to do. And a lot of alts, also some alts that been around for quite a while, they still up, Even if just talking about AVAX, man. AVAX was at one point in time like 13, not it's $13 now or $14 now, but it was once upon a time around like $9. So it's a small appreciation. It was like $9 back in what 2023. Don't let me get the line. Hold on, let me see. So all time, boom, 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 2023. Yeah. So back in September of 2023, AVAX was $9.11, man. $9.11 back in 2023. That's what AVAX was. And that just goes to show dollar cost averaging over time. Even if we go back to 2020, just getting the opportunity to buy AVAX at $3. Like you in crazy profit, you in stupid profit at that moment in time, man. If you go back and just would have bought AVAX in 2020 at September it was $4, and then by December it was $3 or $2.94. So you had a couple months to get AVAX between $4 and $3. You know what I mean? And that's how fast these moves happen. That some people think Bitcoin's already trending back up. I personally think it's still trending down to January to I can see that. That's why I said I really, it possibly is trending down. Like I'm not really a trend person per se. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, I do want to buy at the cheapest price, but I'm not a trader. I'm just a spot guy. So I can just buy small amounts, and I really don't care if I'm buying I'm never going all the way in at one point. Like I'm just always buying small amounts because for one thing, we know that it's gonna go up way past the amount that is currently in and good assets. Yeah, I'm not saying for every crypto. I'm not saying exactly. That's what I'm saying. Growth for fighting. That's what I'm saying. It's not a loss until you sell. So even if you're in the red, you'll be finding facts, especially when you buying great assets. And I was talking about this in my last video, and I just like to show this case study, bro. Like this Zcash is a crazy case study about conviction in crypto, bro. Think about it. So Zcash, let's just look at the price. Back in 2016, now Zcash is one of the oldest projects around, right? Zcash back in 2016 was once upon a time $4,000, man. 4,000 smackaroonies for Zcash. Dropped down. By 2017, it was $32. $32. People would have gave up. Okay. 2018, $700. So people like, ooh, we just made some money. That bear market from 2018 to 2019 back to $30. Look at just these waves, man. Look at it. And who would have thought? Like the only people like, man, Zcash, it's a clear winner. Zcash is, now it's a clear winner. But at first, nobody was talking about it, except for the people who had conviction in it. And I would say nobody was talking about it because once upon a time, it was hot. And it still was always somewhat relevant, but you know how people are in the crypto space. It can be a project that's been building like crazy. Once the narrative changes or once moods change or once something new and shiny comes out, people float to that thing. But I think overall, when things have real communities, when it's actually building going on behind it. Sometimes it don't even have to be building going on behind it. It just can have a cult-like community that's continuously buying as people who don't have conviction are selling. That's what meme coins are, like simple, like, you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, a lot of these things do fail. I'm not saying that, but if we look at projects that's been around for multiple cycles, like a Zcash, like this been around damn near, for what, 10 years now, like literally 10 years Zcash has been around, and we seen the swing of things, like it literally didn't take off. So like recently, right? In August, it was $40. Back in 2021, it hit a high of 305. It didn't even go back up to, you know what I'm saying, that 703 mark. Now we at 442. You know, the all-time high, I mean, not the local high was about 667, 640, somewhere in between there. But that just goes to show, man, people who had conviction, one, that the people who was buying the $40 Zcash, the $30, $29, all those, crazy dips, one, they 10x their money. They 10x their money. And I'm not saying this is financial advice, and I'm not saying this happens for every crypto project, but the projects that's been around, the projects that are building, the project that has cult-like communities, I feel like are going to win. I think that, a lot of people try to listen to traders when it comes to these things, but these people are trading both sides of it, y'all. You got to think they trading the upside and the downside, which is fine. That's what they do. And if you're good at it, you're good at it. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all, majority of traders lose money. Like majority of traders simply lose. And I think a lot of people get it twisted when they go on X and they see these, public figures or content creators or influencers in the crypto space that's doom and gloom, but not thinking about the bigger picture. And I know, some things sell. Like I said, I got shorts that's trolling. Like I got shorts that said I lost all my money in crypto. I never did that, you know what I'm saying? I never ever lost all my money in crypto, but that's troll, like, that's like he ha ha. Like, I'm not trying to stir, you know what I mean? Like, this like a joke, but they trying to create fear. Fear sells, and you get clicks and likes and shit, and Elon paying niggas to, you know what I'm saying? Like Elon paying folks to do clickbait stuff. But I don't know. I just feel like, at the end of the day, when you buying a good asset, it don't matter as far as what the price is doing. Especially if you not even in price discovery, like if you way below all-time highs and they building, who cares about what the price is doing, man? And also, if you in a good project, you can also find a way how to earn yield on that project. Get into DeFi, learn the different DeFi techniques. I'm not saying I'm a DeFi guru or nothing, but I can at least learn how to earn 5 to 10% on a blockchain. Just doing simple Google searches on how to create liquidity pools or how to do these things. And I used to have, I do need to make a Web3, start building on the Web3 series again. But man, life, y'all know life be life. And I feel like this is simpler as far as showing my portfolio. Like, this is a simple way, but you can also earn yield on Coinbase though. Earning yield on Coinbase, you earning at least 4%. You can also earn more than 4%. I think Cosmos is like 14%. Agro Fighting said being good at trading is really more emotional or psychological This one that being smart part comes in the facts. Yeah, it's tough, especially it's tough to find crypto trading in general, just because crypto is really not a big enough market to trade against. I won't say it's not a big enough market because you can for sure make some money in a crypto space. Like, I mean, as far as trading in crypto. But when I say that, it's so many whales that people are moving the markets. Like, people are trading low market cap cryptocurrencies. I feel like this part of this is like crazy degeneracy. Like, trading low market cap cryptocurrencies is crazy. And don't get me wrong, I buy like meme coins that's low market cap, that's like, in the 500,000s. Maybe the lowest meme coin market cap I bought was like 300,000. Yeah, I don't mess with much. I mess with Freeman crypto is also red flag. Big fees. Yeah, true. Yeah, Bitcoin. Yeah, I feel like yeah, crypto and like Bitcoin and ETH. I feel like those are big enough to trade, but even then, whales are still kind of moving it or manipulating the price. But still though, I think that those are kind of big enough to do like to properly trade in it. But I'm talking about people who be trading small market cap meme coins. That's crazy. That's degeneracy at its finest, man. Hey, but you gotta love it. I love open markets, man. I love I don't know what's the proper term for it, but I love being able to do what you want to do as far as if it's what's the word I'm looking for? And of course it gotta be legal. Of course, but having free markets, man, being able to trade cryptos, being able to do all these different things in crypto, I'm liking where we're going with as far as regulation with crypto. So not stuck, but not having 25K kind of stuck in crypto to day trade. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Yeah, yeah, that's tough. But man, we almost about to hit an hour, man. Shout out to everybody who tuned in. Shout out to I Grow Fighting. Hey, I appreciate you for tuning in, man. Shout out to everybody else, Uncle Bam Bam, Icka with Star Fox. Shout out to everybody who left comments. Man, we're gonna continue to bring the portfolio video every single week because, like I said, we want to show the growth and the potential that the crypto space has to offer. Like, it's so many opportunities in the crypto space to make money, and you can simply do it by compounding your portfolio, dollar cost averaging into good assets over time. And it's a lot of assets that will be great assets. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I Grow Fights at Night Stream. I'll be back. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate you for tuning in. Crypto Tro, I'm out of here.